Have you ever had an awkward moment running into your ex and you just weren't sure what to say to him? So painfully awkward. So if you have the misfortune of running into your ex randomly, you might find yourself a little tongue-tied. Just understand that that is totally normal. I mean, you spend all this time trying to forget about him and he just thrusts himself back into your life. And if you were totally over him, running into him wouldn't be such a big deal. But for most of us, we never got a satisfactory level of closure from our exes. Therefore, just seeing your ex out of the blue could trigger resentment and anger that you just did not bargain for. So if this has ever happened to you, or you think it's plausible that this could happen to you, this is what I'm going to tell you to do. So when you see him and you notice anger and resentment creep on you quickly, take a deep breath and just know that everything's going to be fine. Okay, so if you see him with someone that you know, or God forbid, another girl, there are two things that you should do. The first one's keep it positive, and the second one is get out of there quickly. So I want you to put on a big old smile because your life is great and nobody can get you off your game, especially your ex. If he makes eye contact with you, you just gotta rip off the Band-Aid and go right up to him and say, "Hey, Chris," or whatever his name is, "how are you?" Big ol' smile, "Hey, how are you?" And he might try to hug you, and if he does that, I want you to not meet him in the middle somewhere. Let him completely come to you. So your energy's not contributing to the hug, you're making him come all the way to you. And then when he moves in, just give him the one-arm hug. Not two arms, just the one arm. So again, he comes 100% the way to you. You don't move in at all. So that's gonna signal to him that the hug was a bit much. And now you're gonna have him back on his heels a little bit, which is perfect. Now you hit him with your escape line. "It's been a long time. It was nice to see you." And then you're out of there. Now, a lot of people in that moment, they want to get negative and they want to say something condescending because they think it's going to make them feel better. And it might, for the very, very, very short term. But you know what? You're going to look back on the moment and you're just going to wish that you were the bigger person, and it's going to make you feel bad. Being negative and going that direction, that does not serve you at all. So you're going to walk away the bigger person, and ironically, he'll probably be thinking about you the rest of the day and wondering what you've been up to, who you've been hanging out with. But that's not the point of any of this. Let's be very clear. You're kind of trapped. So instead of just bailing out, you want to acknowledge him, you want to be positive, and then you want to get the heck out of there. Because we got other things to do than to be hanging out, standing around, talking to our exes. My final tip on this, if you keep seeing your ex out at the same bar or the same gym, someplace that you guys maybe even used to go to together when you were together, I'm gonna suggest that you just go find a new bar or a new gym to go to. Don't waste your time trying to get in touch with him to work out a deal like he can keep the same bar or you can keep the same gym. Just take responsibility for it and just say, you know what, this whole thing is a wash. Like, I don't need to be going back to these places anyway because they remind me of him. So I'm just gonna go find new places to hang out because you're gonna end up meeting new people that will help you forget about this guy. And now that you have this information, I highly recommend you check out my other video, Getting Back Your Ex. I definitely have a strong opinion about that and the real reason why you would maybe be considering doing that. So you definitely want to check that video out up here, and I'll see you next time.